see, hey, what's going to happen, right? So we hit run. And then we just kind of wait to bring the beam up. And our worst case scenario would be that we don't see anything, right? Just like right now, that's our worst case scenario. We don't see anything. But do we have gun current? That's really important.
Yeah.
What's the gun current?
Yeah, 105.
105. So we know we have a beam because we have gun current, right? So we know we have a beam. And so everything is dark. So what would you kind of sort of think about doing?
Pull back.
Okay, pull back for sure. Keep going. All right, and now what? How about let's give it a little bit of contrast or brightness, right? Because we don't know, so we want to be, there we go. Yep, success. So you brought up the contrast to a point where you see a shade of something.
Yeah.
Right, that's a shade of our sample. Also, you have all these dots. Those dots are known as PMT noise, photomultiplier tube noise. And when you introduce contrast, you're introducing voltage to a detector, and that's in looking for any type of signal. So it's looking for beam, which it has beam, it's just not aligned, obviously, or not saturated. And so we see these dots. So because we're saturating the contrast, we see photomultiplier tube noise, which is normal.
Okay.
You can even give it more contrast. Even better. Great, so we even see a little bit more. Great. Now left click your mouse. All right, now we're out of that. So the first thing we're going to do right now is we're going to grab the filament slider.
That's going to be the...
It's none of those. It's all the way across where it says filament.
Right here.
Success.
Okay.
And we're going to back that off. So we're going to left click our mouse. We're going to drag that to the left. We're going to keep dragging it. Keep dragging
The
it.
brightness drops, right?
Yep. And now we got bright. Okay. So now we actually now go back to
that's that false peak you were talking about yesterday.
possibly.
Okay.
It might be. I'm not sure yet. But at least we know that we found actually some good brightness. So come up where it was brighter, because it's going to be brighter. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right, right there, tailed off. Stop there. Okay. So where it tailed off, now we want to realign for the tail off now, right? Because we don't know if we're going down on our curve, or we don't know if we've actually plateaued and it's just losing brightness again.
Right.
So we want to make sure we maintain a brightness as we're increasing voltage. We want to make sure the brightness hits a plateau and it just stays. All right, so now we've gotten dark. So the first thing I'm going to check is my gun alignments, right? Electromagnetically. So we have a gun alignment X and a gun alignment Y. So grab one of those guys and slide it. Better, better, better. As long as it gets brighter, it's better. Right, keep going, 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 keep going. Yep. Keep sliding it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. All right, so now it's too bright. We can't see what's happening.
Yeah.
So left click your mouse, get out of that, and lower your contrast a little bit now. Right, because when it's too bright, you can't see what's happening.
Right.
So you want to lower your contrast, which is video, which is photomultiplier tube noise. It didn't have to be that dark, but okay. Right, that's fine, as long as you can see, right?
Yeah.
If the screen is bright white, you can't see anything. So again, if you can't see what you're doing, stop doing what you're doing, right? That's just the normal thing with any SCM, right? If you can't see what you're doing, you got to change the parameter. All right, so now that was one gun alignment that you played with, right?
Yep.
Grab another one. As soon as it gets dark, you know you're going the wrong way.
Yeah, it's getting darker.
Yep,
now.
yep. So go right back to the brightness area. Just right back to the right. You're going to slide. All right. If there's no change, you can just put it somewhere where initially, you know, you went from dark to bright. You know what I'm saying? So move the slider back to where it gets dark. Right there. And now a little bit up. Right there. I know I have a very sensitive eye for SCM stuff. Anyways. So basically, we're electromagnetically moving a beam around right now, right? And so if I'm starting to move the beam this way, this way, this way, and nothing's happening, I don't need to go that far out, right? So I'm just going to put it back to where I start seeing the change. All right. So now we're going to grab the filament slider again, right? Because we're trying to bring voltage up to make us hit our plateau, to make the maximum voltage with the maximum brightness, right? So right now, if you hover your mouse over that slider, what is it telling us we're at? What number?
732.
732. So that's kind of like an arbitrary number, but sometimes it isn't. So just to let you know, the filaments will saturate very close to their normal numbers. So let's say if the filament saturation is 800. Well, it'll be somewhere around 800 all the time. But the reason we drive our slider back is so we could find the beam initially. Because where you were before, we really couldn't see anything. So we needed to bring it back. So we're desaturating it. And when we desaturate it, we move the beam around because it's unsaturated. And so when we move it around, we find it kind of sort of. So now we want to bring that saturation back up again. So you grab that slider and you're going to move it to the right. And what did it do? Got a little darker, right?
Yep.
And so, okay, so as soon as it gets darker again, move it to the right a little bit more. Keep going. Keep going. No change, right? And now what number are we at?
800.
Keep going. Keep going. What number are we at?
818.
Okay, so as you keep going right, you keep applying voltage, and you see no brightness change. So we know that, hey, we're overdriving right now because we're not seeing any change. So let's go back to where we saw a change.
That's where we were originally, 732.
Yep, just keep going until you see a change. Right there, I see a change. All right, yep. So now go back up to where that bright spot was. What number are we at?
713.
713. All right, go to 720. So that was a little bit more of a change.
Yep.
So I saw a little bit of a brightness change there. Go to 730. All right, let's stop at 730.
Okay.
And let's play with the gun alignments again.
Okay.
Now get it darker. Yep,
Yeah.
so we're going to go the other way. Or did we reach a limit? I'm not sure. I can't see what we're doing.
I'm really far to the left.
Yeah, that's fine.
Next slider,
Yeah, so just slide it.
It's not really changing that much.
Rail it all the way. We picked up more brightness, right?
Yeah.
So it's not you have to use the whole slider, right? So okay. So go to the other gun alignment now.
It's getting darker.
Yep. So slide it the other way. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. So we're picking stuff up right there.
Yeah.
All right. So from this point, you're gonna go back to your filament slider, and that's at what number?
730.
Go to 750. And now we just picked up some more brightness.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you saw that, but we picked up some more brightness. Go to 760.
Still a little brighter.
Go to 770. Go to 780. Not seeing any change in there, right?
No.
So go to 770. $760. $750. $740. $730. Right, now it's noticeable now, right?
Yeah.
740 again. So 730 gets us a little bit darker. 740 brings us back up again.
Yeah.
So now you're electrically, magnetically moving the beam around to where it's kind of sort of, we're saying we're kind of close to saturation. Not really sure. But now after I've kind of like maximized all of that, I'm going to just run it up just a little bit up my curve. So I'm going to go to 750. Just to give it a little bit more juice. And now I'm going to play with my gun sliders again. Now, you have an image, right? So if you started running the tool, it's going to run, is what I'm, right? So, you know, how much fine-tuning you're going to do depends on you know, how much time you want to spend doing this.
Right.
Right? So it's running right now, right?